Do you know I'm standing in front of you? I want you to come front me. If we are in front of each other, we shall distribute something. You will give me something, I shall give you something. That something will be very useful and beneficial. That something will be proved worthy. Okay? Now, with great pleasure, I want to tell you that we shall study voice today. The journey of a voice is really very long. The journey of a voice is really very long, but it is a very pleasant journey. Okay, how do you feel making this journey? I feel oceanic joy. I'm hilarious to teach you. Do you feel hilarity? Do you feel hilarity in your heart to study voice? Now let's start. Loving students, I'm starting the voice. Voice dealing with the expression it is time. This is a new lesson in the voice. Okay, this lesson is a part of the voice. When there is a sentence of the active voice, that begins with the expression it is time. The construction of the sentence says that a noun of any vision come with it at the end. It takes a main verb in the first form with to, that is called the infinitive. Sentences of such active voices are to be converted into passive Now I am erasing from the above 2 lines. Converting to passive voice as follows. The leading structures the AV. It is time plus 2 plus V1 plus object. The PV. It is time plus 4 plus object plus 2B plus V3. I have prepared two structures. The first one is the active voice and the second one is the passive voice. Now we need to take the best examples to understand, because we know that without examples it can't come to our mind. Bobby Grace here. The first example, it is time to study English. The second question, it is time to know the truth. I am erasing. The third question, it is time to get victory. Fourth question, it is time to break hallucination. And now I am taking one more example to complete number 5. I am providing 5 examples. Oh, number 1, it is time to study. And the fifth question, it is time to know the reality. Now be prepared, I am going to convince you. In the grammatical study of the voice, we do find some sentences of the active voice which remain in the present tense. They remain affirmative. Generally, it is assumed that the sentence of the active voice, begins with the expression "it is time." The rule of the sentence construction say that after the expression "it is time," the first form of the main verb with 2 comes. That is called infinitive. And after the infinitive, there comes a noun of any kind. Okay. Now I am convincing in another way. Sometimes we do find some sentences of the active voice in our English grammatical study of voice that begins with the expression "it is time." After this expression, we find the first for the main verb with a to, that is called infinitive, and then comes a noun of any kind as an object. The rule of passive voice says that the rule of the passive voice says that the expression it is time is jotted and similarly. The expression it is time. The first question is here. The expression it is time should be jotted down similarly. It is time. Then the preposition for is added. The preposition for is added. The object is jotted down. Then the infinitive is changed into third form to be. Then V3 studied. The second question is, it is time to know the truth. I have written down it is time similarly. Then I have added for the object truth. The truth. Then to know becomes to be known. The third question is, it is time to get victory. I am writing it is time similarly. Then the object, preposition for, victory, then to get changing into to be gotten. It is time to break hallucination. I am writing it is time similarly, then I add for, that is preposition, then the object hallucination, then to break becomes to be broken. And the last question is, it is time to know the reality. I am writing it is time similarly, then I add for, it is time for, the object the reality, then to know becomes to be known, to be known. That's. Do you want to understand this rule in Hindi? Okay. I am in the mood of making you understand in Hindi medium. It is not difficult for me, but I can't say that it is easy for me. कभी कभी ये देखा जाता है कि कुछ ऐसे एक्टिविटीज के वाक्य होते हैं, जिनकी शुरुआत इट इज टाइम से होती है. तो अगर एक्टिविटीज के वाक्य इट इज टाइम से शुरुआत होती है तो वाक्य मुख्यतः प्रेजेंट टेंस में ही रहता है और वाक्य अफर्मेटिव ही देखा जाता है ज़्यादा. तो ऐसे वाक्यों को बनाने के लिए विद्वानों का कहना है, क्वेश्चन यहाँ पर है पहला, विद्वानों का कहना है कि पैसिव से बनाते समय इट इज टाइम को जो के तो लिखेंगे, उसके बाद प्रीपोजिशन फॉर को जोड़ेंगे, उसके बाद वाक्य के में जो ऑब्जेक्ट है उसको लिखा जाएगा, उसके बाद टू प्लस जो V1 है उसको बाद में लिखेंगे. तो टू के साथ टू भी कर देंगे, टू तो लिखेंगे ही, उसके बाद बी जोड़ देंगे. ये पैसिव फॉर्म हुआ. टू को टू बी में चेंज कर देंगे. क्रिया है, उस क्रिया का तीसरा रूप. ठीक. तो इट इज टाइम टू स्टडी इंग्लिश क्या बन गया पैसिव वॉइस? इट इज टाइम फॉर इंग्लिश टू बी स्टडीड. दूसरा क्वेश्चन है टाइम टू नो द ट्रूथ क्या बना है? इट इज टाइम फॉर द ट्रूथ टू बी नोन. लविंग स्टूडेंट्स, I don't know why my heart feels a unique kind of agony. I try to find out the reason. I am a teacher, I am a lecturer, you are a student. Human beings always face challenges, obstacles, hardships, complicated ways. And so is in my life. It so happens, and I have to accept. But a question always occurs to my mind that why do I feel such kind of agony or pang in my heart? thinking that I am going in the right direction, I am going in the wrong direction. That's why the world is not accepting me. The way of my teaching, the way of speaking, the way of pronouncing the word, and it seems that the way and the style that I have adopted in my life to convince and make understand others truly in English medium, is it really difficult or complicated or easy? I try to discover the answer, but I fail to get the actual answer to this question. 100% students are of CBC board, ICC board. Each and every subject is prescribed in English. Even most of the teachers, science teacher, English teacher, communicate with the students in class. That communication way is English. But moreover, I find that a lot more students are not interested in talking, communicating, conversing. They start their communication in the regional language in the classes with abusing or as a general way. I think it is not a proper way to study English. English is a world famous language and it is a language of honor. I feel always. Do you feel so? Okay. Now I would like to assert that the chapter of voice is being closed. The chapter of voice is being closed. I am going to start a new chapter. I am going to start a new chapter in grammar and I shall mention later. Okay. Be ready, be curious. Till then, namaskar. तेरे विकास चला गया क्या? विकास को दया करके दिखाते हैं ना, खींचिए। अगर विकास रील बनना चाहते तो बना लीजिए।